Thank you, Minister. Thanks to your department officials for attending today. I am as new to this file as you are, and you have inherited a truly challenging set of files. And if I may say, the official opposition is committed to assist you in addressing those challenges. Now, we know from department figures that among the 341,000 permanent residents admitted to Canada in 2019, 4,710 were admitted for humanitarian, compassionate, and other reasons. And among the many appeals currently in play for admittance on those grounds, as well as applications for ministerial exemption, is a particularly compelling case, that of an effectively stateless orphan, Widleen Alexis, in hiding in the Dominican Republic in the care of a Canadian family for the past 10 years, a family which sought a temporary resident permit in Canada which would enable her adoption here. Last month, a federal court of appeal judge set aside an immigration officer's decision to refuse a TRP for Widleen, saying the decision was incoherent and profoundly inconsistent with presented evidence. Mr. Justice Barnes said the time has come to take a holistic and full-fledged humanitarian and compassionate review focused on Widleen's circumstances and need. And the judge ordered redetermination by another decision-maker. Now, Minister, you could send the case back to Canada's office in Mexico, where it could languish on an officer's desk for years. Or you could, under the powers that you hold under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act 2511, grant a foreign national permanent resident status or an exemption from the Act if you, the Minister, are of the opinion it is justified by humanitarian and compassionate considerations relating to a foreign national, taking into account the best interests of a child directly affected. Now, your officials have said that you are considering this case, but I would like to ask you today, will you take a compassionate and humanitarian decision on this case now and end the risk that this child is facing now in hiding in very difficult circumstances in the Dominican Republic?
Well, I'd like to thank my honourable colleague for that question and would like to congratulate him on his assuming the portfolio as my critic, and I look forward to working with you, sir, both today at this committee and in the future. And I am indeed very proud of the work of my department and this government when it comes to our humanitarian efforts. And I am aware of this case, and I will say that I did have the opportunity recently to speak with Mr. Earle. And I want to underline that I understand and respect his frustration and know that these cases are difficult because they have a profound impact on people's lives. I have seen the decision. I have been briefed on it. And as you rightly pointed out, the court does remit the matter back to an official. It is my position and the position of our government that we should let due process unfold, and certainly we look forward to providing an update to you and to the members of this committee and to the public more generally when we have that decision.
Could you ensure or assure the potential adoptive family as well as the child of a particular timely decision, of a time frame for a timely decision?
What I would say in response to that, Mr. Kent, is that we do have the decision, and I have indeed followed up with our department to ensure that the review is being undertaken in a timely fashion.